Hello, everyone, and welcome to Castle Field in Anoka for CTN's coverage of the Section 7 4A Consolation quarterfinals between the number 7-seeded Coon Rapids Cardinals and the number 4-seeded Blaine Bengals. Joe Yund up above the action will be calling it for you this afternoon. Coon Rapids coming in off of a blowout victory, or what could have been a blowout victory over Duluth East, scored 8 runs in the first inning on Thursday, and were able to hold on for a 10-7 victory. The Blaine Bengals won the opening game of the section tournament in the bottom half of the 7th inning over Anoka, and lost on Thursday in the bottom half of the 7th inning to top-seeded Andover. Andover and Forest Lake, the two remaining undefeated teams in this double elimination tournament. The winner of this morning's game will face Centennial. The number 2-seeded Cougars put together a 7-run inning in the 5th to beat and eliminate the Anoka Tornadoes just before this game. And they await the winner. The Cougars await the winner Monday afternoon right back here at Castle Field. And the winner of that game will then face later on Monday afternoon the last down and in 1-0. The winner of Monday night's game between either Blaine or Coon Rapids and Centennial will then turn around and play a doubleheader against the loser of this afternoon's game between Andover and Forest Lake. Ian Wynn cracks it to the right side. Diving play by Dahlman. He gets back to the base. And a relatively well-struck ball for the Cardinals center fielder. Ends up with a web gem at first for the Bengals. And out number 1 here in the top of the first inning. Third baseman Jared Fearing will be next at the dish for the Cardinals with 1 out, nobody on. Sam Halverson is on deck. Joey Powers, the pitcher for Blaine, hurls a fastball down and away, 1-0. And another pitch, missing outs. Oh no, called the strike on the outside edge, 1-1. High fly to right field. Coming in on it is Beckman, and he makes the catch for out number 2. That'll bring up the Cardinal left fielder, Sam Halverson. Comes into the contest hitting .273 on the season. First pitch swinging, fouls it back out of play, 0-1. Castle Field, a beautiful facility to host the remainder of the Section 7 4A tournament. And it is a hot one this morning, going to be even warmer, mid-90s at least, when Andover and Forest Lake take the field this afternoon. 1-1 pitch, up and in. Halverson brushed back from the plate. Halverson trying to get himself on base and give cleanup hitter Mark Manders an opportunity. Stays with the breaking pitch, but a high fly to right field down the line. Long run and just in foul territory. Beckman makes the catch. The Cardinals go down 1-2-3 in the first. Blaine's first chance at bat after this on CTN.
told me, he said, we'll give him a snowman +1.
I'm telling you, it wasn't like they did nothing. I remember two really good. Other than that,
This was a player here and a player there.
right. Yeah. That one in the left, bounced up, and I was like, right over it. Yeah, right. Looks like
Which is weird, because he played ice, every time.
wait for your pitch.
Back at Castle Field, ready to get the bottom half of the first inning started. Blaine Bengals will send second baseman Brendan O'Brien to the dish to start. And he'll be the first to have a look at Jack Vlacity, the Cardinal ace. Threw a really strong outing against Centennial in the opening round, but did give up a 2-run home run in the first inning. After that, he eliminated 17 of the last 18 guys that he faced. And he starts here with a fastball for a strike. Vlacity threw against Blaine as well. That ended up in a 2-0 win for the Bengals early in the season. Both runs coming unearned. And Vlacity establishing the fastball early, blows that one past O'Brien. He gets himself ahead in the count, 0-2. Third baseman Adam Pooter is on deck for the Bengals as Vlacity kicks and fires, and a 3-pitch strikeout as O'Brien whiffed at the pitch on the outside edge for out number 1. Of course, at this point in the double elimination tournament, it becomes all about your pitching depth, and we'll see how long Vlacity goes on the hill. The Cardinals certainly would love to get a lead for him early, get him out, and have the ability to use him again Monday, Tuesday if necessary. Pooter fouls back the first pitch, an off-speed offering from Vlacity, and he's behind in the count, 0-1. That one way up, skips off the top of the glove of catcher Ricky Petroff all the way to the backstop. And the count is even, 1-1. This one hit well down the right field line, but hooking foul. And it'll go to 1-2. Beautiful facility, as I mentioned before, in the top half of the inning. And a gorgeous day if you like it hot. It is steamy throughout the Twin Cities on this Saturday afternoon. And the boys ready to play baseball. One of these teams will be done, and one will move on to Monday afternoon. Another one fouled off out of play by Pooter off the top of the grandstand here at Castle Field. And another one, and Pooter putting up a fight. As we talked about trying to keep those pitch counts low, and
Go, Pooter, win this.
Pooter will continue to see offerings from Vlacity. Another 1-2 pitch. Goes with the curveball. This one hit well to left. Just waiting on it is Sam Halverson. That one hit right at him for out number 2. But a couple of 2-strike fouls make it a little bit more of a struggle for Vlacity to get that second out. I know the Bengals pitcher Joey Powers coming to the plate. Powers leading the team with 12 RBI, hitting .344 on the season. And trying to get something going here and keep his opposite number from starting with A 1-2-3 bottom half of this first inning. This one grounded to the left side, scooped by Fearing. He'll wait, throw in time to Powell for out number 3. Both teams go down in order in the first inning. We'll take a break and back with more of the Section 7 4A baseball tournament on CTN after this.
Probably noticed we're having some problems with our scoreboard. We apologize. We'll try to keep on top of it. We assume it's either heat related or maybe Russian interference. We'll find out.
Castle Field in Anoka, home of the Section 7 4A baseball finals. It is Section Saturday and the quarterfinal round in the consolation bracket between number 7 seeded Coon Rapids, number 4 seeded Blaine. No score as we start the top of the second. Mark Manders, shortstop for the Cardinals, looks at a pitch well outside, 1-0. Manders hitting just 173 on the season, but a 9 RBI. That pitch clips the outside edge and evens the count, 1-1. This one popped up, and will it get out? Yes, it will. And another one off the top of the tin here at Castle Field.
All right, Joe, go to work, kid. Go get him. It went straight up.
You did? I didn't.
1-2 pitch from Powers. Fastball called a strike on the outside edge. And Manders heads back to the dugout. Fourth straight eliminated by Joey Powers to get his afternoon started correctly. Jack Blassity hoping to help his own cause here. Batting with 1 out, nobody on. And first pitch hit well to left, but there for it is Gavin Gillen. And it's a 1-pitch out for Joey Powers. And that'll bring up right fielder Antonio Manos. 254 batting average this season, 5 RBI. Fastball misses high and outside, 1-0. And now low, ball 2. This one skied an opportunity, and Powers will take it himself just into foul territory. And another quick 1-2-3 inning for Powers and the Bengals in the field. They are back at the plate when we return. You're watching CTN's coverage of Section 7 4A baseball. Back at Castle Field in Anoka, Section 7 4A consolation play between the 4th-seeded Bengals and 7th-seeded Cardinals. Winner moves on to face number 2 seed Centennial on Monday afternoon. If they want to advance out of the section after today's game, they would have to win 4 games in 2 days on Monday and Tuesday. Jack Vlacity, good start in the first inning, retired the Bengals in order with 1 strikeout. Starts with a pitch down and into Ben Walruff, the Bengals shortstop, leading things off here in the 2nd inning. Looks at a strike, evens the count 1-1. Joe Beckman, the right fielder, and Gavin Gillen, the left fielder, also due up in the inning. 1-1 pitch. Vlacity comes with the fastball, called the strike 1 and 2.
Come on, Benny, go to work, kid.
Speed pitch, grounded back up the middle. Manders scoops from short, throws over to Powell for out number 1. Joe Beckman, the right fielder, will come in with 1 out and no one on. Hitting .250 on the season. Both teams just trying to get their first guy on base here, as we're still very early on. Bottom half of the 2nd inning, 1 out. And Joe Beckman will look at a fastball high, and it's 2-0. Fastball just misses low, and it's 3-0. Catches the outside corner. Beckman taken all the way with the 3-0 count. And now Vlacity trying to battle back and prevent that first base runner of the contest. 3-1 pitch, missed inside. It's ball 4. And Beckman gets a base. Gavin Gillen, the left fielder this afternoon, made one of the plays in the outfield in that last inning. He was the pitcher against the Cardinals, first time these 2 teams met through 7 scoreless innings. And a good looking breaking pitch to start him off with a strike, going 1. And the fastball misses 1-1. Beckman not a big lead over at first. And the off-speed pitch in for a strike. 1-2 the count to Gavin Gillen at the plate. No score here in the bottom of the second inning. Beckman on base with a walk. First base runner of the afternoon for either squad. Joey Powers has had a great start for Blaine on the mound, retiring 6 straight. 2 longtime rivals. Obviously, everyone wants to advance to the next round, but it's extra sweet if you get that win over a border rival. 1-2 pitch from Vlacity, swung on and missed. Second strikeout of the game for Vlacity, second out of the inning. And that'll bring the first baseman, Parker Dahlman, to the plate. Dahlman hitting .238 with 8 RBI this year. A man on, 2 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Little half swing, cut foul down the first base line. Big cut for Dahlman, comes up empty, and Vlacity in the driver's seat with an 0-2 count. Dahlman gets a piece, fouls it back, stays alive. We'll try again at 0-2. Another 0-2 try from Vlacity. This one foul and will get out of play. Over beyond the bullpen. Couple of 2-strike fouls for Dahlman, extending the at-bat, extending the inning. 2 out. And Beckman at first. Runner is going. This one skied back and will get out of play.
Let's go, Parker.
Let's go, Parker. Win the battle.
Come on, Parker. Good battle, kid.
Dahlman is 4th look at an 0-2 pitch from Jack Vlacity. And a curveball called a strike on the inside edge. What a beautiful pitch. Back-to-back strikeouts after giving up the first base runner on a walk. There's no score going to the third. You're watching Section 7 4A baseball on CTN.
You guys were on the front of us yesterday, too. That bus wasn't even coming out of us. Yeah, we got busted.
Welcome back to Castle Field in Anoka. CTN's coverage of Section 7 4A baseball. It's the second chance bracket. Two teams fighting to get to Monday afternoon, where they would face Centennial. Blaine, the number 4 seed, Coon Rapids, the number 7, and Joey Powers. He's had a good start so far this afternoon. Retired 6 straight, and he'll face the bottom third of the Cardinal order here in Patrick Wright, DH. Then Lucas LeBrant, and Wright finds a hole on the left side of the infield for a leadoff single. And that'll get second baseman Lucas LeBrant to the plate. Lukey hitting .273. One of the few in the Cardinal order that has a batting average above .250. He's also driven in a handful of runs this season. He'll come up with 1 on, nobody out. And a fastball in for a strike from Powers, 0-1. Shows bunt, drops down a good one. Powers off the mound to field. Only choice is to second. And a solid sacrifice from LeBrant moves Wright into scoring position. And that'll bring up the catcher, Ricky Petrov. Petrov comes in with a .229 average, 8 RBI, trying to add to that total. Had a couple of hits in the win over Duluth East on Thursday afternoon. Runner at second is Patrick Wright, 1 out as Powers faces Ricky Petrov. Petrov, a big swing at the fastball, came up empty, 0-1. Called the strike on the outside edge. We'll get Powers way out front, 0-2 count. Back to the top of the order after this. High fly to right center, long run for Beckman, but he's there to make the catch for out number 2. Hung up just a little too long. So now 2 out and the runner at second base. Back to the top of the order, Ian Wynn. Wynn with a hot shot to first. That was fielded well by a diving Parker Dahlman. That to start off the ball game back in the top of the first inning. Here we are in the top of the third, and a pitch in called strike, 0-1. Wynn calls time, backs out of the box, get a reset. Big at bat early in this ball game with 2 pitchers who are off to strong starts, not given a lot of opportunity. This one skied in the infield. In on it is Puder, right on the foul line, makes the catch for out number 3. So Coon Rapids gets the first hit of the afternoon, but still comes up empty. There's no score midway through the third. You're watching 7-4A baseball on CTN.
Let's go Bengals, get back going.
Chrissy has some good conversation. He gets to go piss every time she's wrong. I just I called Joanne. Joanne was a couple of minutes ago.
Blaine Bengals in the bottom of the third inning. The catcher number 1.
Back at Castle Field, starting the bottom half of the third inning. Now no score between Coon Rapids and Blaine. Bengals will send Spencer Helberg and Ethan Larson to the plate, then back to the top of the order. Jack Vlacity gave up a walk in that second inning, but came back with back-to-back strikeouts, has 3 strikeouts through the first 2 innings. Starts with a fastball that misses outside. 1-0. Helberg, the catcher for the Bengals, hitting .222 entering today's play, according to the Baseball Hub. And another pitch missing outside. 2-0. And the 1 walk in that second inning to Joe Beckman started the same way with Vlacity. He's thrown a lot of first pitch strikes, but he fell behind early 3-0. This time it's grounded to LeBrant at second. Easy play to Powell for out number 1. And after a little bit of a longer inning in the second, Vlacity and the Cardinals would really like to limit the number of pitches and get quick outs here. Center fielder Ethan Larson, the number 9 hitter for the Blaine Bengals. First pitch, grounded back up the middle. LeBrant backhands it, throws in time for out number 2. 1 pitch to get that out, and that's what Coon Rapids is looking for. And back to the top of the order, Brennan O'Brien, the leadoff man for the Bengals, comes in hitting .352 to lead the squad in that category. 11 RBI on the season, which puts him second for the Bengals. Struck out on 3 pitches back in the bottom of the first. Fastball just misses off the outside edge. 1-0. Shows bunt, drops it down, and it pushes foul. 1-1, trying to catch the Cardinals napping. Just pushed it foul. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the third inning. No score. Winner moves on to Monday afternoon, where they will face the number 2 seeded Centennial Cougars. Centennial, a 7-run 5th inning in this morning's game to get them a 7-2 win over the Anoka Tornadoes. Good looking breaking pitch in for a strike, and Vlacity right back in front where he has been most of this morning's contest. This one fouled back to the screen. Bengals have done a nice job on 2 strikes. Able to fight off a number of 2-strike pitches and make Vlacity work that much harder to get outs. Another chance at 1-2. And this one grounded through the hole on the left side. First hit of the ball game for the Blaine Bengals. O'Brien at first with 2 away here in the bottom of the third. And that'll bring up Adam Pooter. Pooter with a well-hit ball to left field first time up, but it was right at Cardinal left fielder Sam Halverson. Didn't have to move more than a half a step to record the second out back in the first. Now trying to get that third out. And that one misses high and wide.
Go, Pooter!
Vlacity a little more deliberate with the base runner on and 2 outs. Fastball misses inside 2-0. Swung on and missed. The throw down to Powell. The tag not in time as Brian dives back safely. Good thought by Petrov behind the plate.
Hey, come on, Pooter, here we go, kid. Come on, 1-5.
Breaking pitch stays high, 3-1 now. The count to Adam Pooter. This one hit softly over the head of Powell at first, just into the outfield grass. A little bloop single, back-to-back 2-out hits. Have the Bengals in business here in the bottom of the third inning. That'll bring up the pitcher, Joey Powers, an opportunity to help himself here. Again, he's the Bengals leader in RBI. But none all season maybe as important as the one he could push across right here to give his team a lead in this elimination game of the Section 7 4A tournament. Ground out to third, his first time up. Great pitch. Curveball in for a strike, 0-1. Fastball was up and in, but Powers couldn't check his swing and couldn't make contact. And Velocity ahead in the count 0-2.
Come on, Joe, go to work, kid.
Goes back to the curveball. This one hit well, high, deep down the left field line. Foul. It had home run distance, but it's foul, and it's nothing more than a long strike.
That was it?
That's him.
And when he does, I'm going to come down there and give you a big fat kiss right now. It's going to happen right in front of all your friends.
Powers waited on that curveball and really powered into it, but out in front just enough to hook foul.
Come on, Joy.
And we'll try again at 0-2. Fastball fouled to the backstop again. That was the 8th two-strike foul for the Bengals here, and we're just in the third inning. Buckled his knees a bit, but the curveball stays inside. It's 1-2.
Yeah, I'm going to stay for the next game.
Fastball high, 2-2. After two quick innings on ground ball, or two quick outs to start the inning on ground balls, back-to-back singles, and now a stressful at bat here against Joey Powers. Powers with a foul ball that had home run distance. Here's a 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed, and the Coon Rapids section erupts in cheers. No score. As we go to the fourth, you're watching CTN's coverage of the Section 7 4A tournament. Starting the fourth inning at Castle Field, Section 7 4A baseball tournament. It's the consolation quarterfinals. Number 4 seeded Blaine lost a 2-1 game to the top seeded Andover Huskies on Thursday. The Huskies scoring a couple to come from behind in the bottom half of the seventh inning. Coon Rapids lost to Centennial 2-0 in the first round, and then a 10-7 win over Duluth East up in Duluth on Thursday afternoon to earn their spot here at Castle Field. Rest of the tournament will be played on Monday afternoon. After this contest, the last 2 undefeated teams in the double elimination tournament. Top seed Andover and 3 seed Forest Lake. Forest Lake with 2 5-0 wins, so have not given up a run yet in the tournament. Andover, the 2-1 win, as I mentioned, against Blaine, and then in the first round, I think won like 12-1 over Cambridge Isani. A 4-pitch walk for Jared Fearing, and the Coon Rapids Cardinals able to get their leadoff man on base for the second inning in a row. First walk surrendered by Joey Powers.
Come on, Joey.
And that'll bring up Sam Halverson. Halverson, a fly out to right field his first time up, now with 1 out and 1 on, or no out and 1 on. First pitch, high fly to short right. Coming in on it is Beckman. He's there for the catch. And that is out number 1 here in the top of the fourth inning.
The shortstop, Mark Manders.
Mark Manders punched out at the plate, leading off the second inning. Only strikeout of the afternoon so far for Joey Powers, although he has been incredibly efficient. 9 pitches in the first, 8 in the second, 9 more in the third. They throw down, and Fearing hustles back just in front of the tag by Dolman.
All right, get him, Joey.
Fastball up and outside, 1-1.
All right, come on, here we go, Joey. Hey, settle in, kid, settle in. Yes, sir.
Foul to the back screen.
All right, here we go, Joey, here we go.
As Fearing bluffed a move from first. One out, 1 on. Mark Manders at the plate with a 1-2 count. Fearing the first walk and only the second base runner allowed by Powers here in the fourth.
Joey, come on, here we go. Come on, Joey.
Fastball came in tight, evens the count, 2-2. Big hole in the right side of the infield. Fearing on the move. The pitch is a called third strike. Fearing slides in without a play at second. Manders punched out for the second time this afternoon. And that'll bring up Jack Vlacity with an opportunity to help himself. Vlacity, first pitch swinging. Relatively well-hit ball to left field, but it was tracked down by Gavin Gillen. That was the second out of the second inning. Now with Fearing at second, 2 away. No score here in the bottom of the fourth, or top of the fourth. Fastball misses outside.
Right around there, 9. Right around there, let's go.
Powers a little more deliberate with a man on base, now in scoring position. 1-0 pitch, foul back out of play. That one skips away. Fearing heads up. Able to scamper over to third and now just 90 feet away. I don't know if that pitch crossed Hellberg up, but got away from him, and good heads up base running from Fearing to get over to third. Two and one the count. Powers kicks and fires outside. 3-1. That is a called strike. He looked a little high, but called the strike, and that gets the count full. Lassity with a rip to short center field, but back from second to make the catch is Brennan O'Brien. And that will end the Coon Rapids threat. Middle of the fourth inning, Section 7 4A elimination game. Blaine and Coon Rapids tied. Bengals at the plate after this on CTN.
Are you going? I'm going to come too. You want some? It is bottle.
Back at Castle Field, Blaine and Coon Rapids. No score as we start the bottom of the fourth inning of this Section 7 4A elimination game. Both teams here 1-1 in the tournament. Blaine beat Anoka in a one-run game in the bottom of the seventh inning, and then lost to Andover in a one-run game in the bottom of the seventh. Coon Rapids a 2-0 loss to two-seed Centennial, and then a 10-7 win on the road against the Duluth East Greyhounds, who were the number 6 seed. Jack Vlacity faces Ben Walraff to start the fourth here. The Bengals shortstop grounded out to short in his first at bat. That fastball inside backs him off the plate a bit and evens the count 1-1. No, sorry, 2-0. The fastball on the outside edge to get the first strike of the inning. Velocity outstanding in this loss to Centennial last week. Had 10 strikeouts in 6 innings. Retired 14 in a row after giving up a 2-run home run in the first inning. Retired 14 straight and 17 of the last 18 he faced. And he kept the pitch count down in the mid-70s, so he's able to pitch today, but a much more difficult outing here, and that one called strike. Walraff looked like he thought it was inside a bit, but it's going to be a full count to the leadoff man here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Got a piece, but it was squeezed. No, it was not squeezed by Petrov, not able to hang on. And we'll try it again.
Come on, Betty, get started.
Ball 4, and the leadoff man aboard for the Bengals. First time they've gotten the leadoff man on base here in the fourth inning. They've had 3 base runners previously, two out singles in the third inning, and a 1-out walk back in the second. And that walk was to Joe Beckman, who stands in with a man at first and nobody out. Showed bunt, good stop by Petrov as that pitch was down and away in the dirt, but able to smother it and keep Walraff from trying to advance. That was coming way up and in, but Beckman put the bat on it. He was starting to bunt, tried to pull back. That was coming more of a defensive bunt that went foul. So 1-1 to Joe Beckman with a runner at first and nobody out. Pushes the bunt toward first, fielded and tossed to Powell. Good job getting off the mound quickly for Vlacity. Good sacrifice for Beckman. Gets a runner into scoring position with 1 away. And the left fielder, Gavin Gillen, coming to the plate. Gillen went down swinging, first time up. First pitch fouled back and out of play. This one's going to be foul over toward the third base line. 0-2. Fastball called a strike, And a 3-pitch strikeout for Vlasity. A big second out for Coon Rapids here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And that'll bring up Parker Dahlman.
Come on, Parker.
Dahlman battled up there. A 6-pitch at bat. All 6 pitches thrown for strikes. He fouled off 3 before finally being punched out by the home plate umpire. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1.
It must be. It has to be.
Vlasity will come off as Walraff daring him and not being held at second base.
Go, Parker!
It has to be, because I'm telling you, some of these pitches.
Dahlman, hard shot to Fearing. He's able to grab it. Thought about the tag. Nice stretch from Powell. That throw was off the line, down the baseline a bit, but Powell able to stretch and make the play. And Coon Rapids able to strand the leadoff walk at second base. And we still have no score as we go to the 5th. You're watching Section 7 4A baseball play on CTN.
I know he doesn't, so I stand on that.
Back at Castle Field in Anoka, the Section 7 4A baseball tournament. One of these teams will move on to face second-seeded Centennial on Monday afternoon. The other will pack it in for the season. Top of the 5th, Manos, Wright, and LeBrant, the scheduled hitters to face Joey Powers. Powers has had a nice afternoon thus far, just 42 pitches to get through 4 innings. Coon Rapids able to get a couple of base runners on the last couple innings, but have left runners in scoring position in each of the last 2 innings, as have the Bengals. Bengals have stranded 4 runners through 4 innings, Coon Rapids 2. Manos popped up. First time up, Powers able to track it down just into foul territory on the first base line. That pitch misses up high, 2-1. Manos tempted, but able to restrain from swinging. And gets himself ahead in the count, 2-1. And Powers has done a really nice job of getting himself in front of the count and being in control of the count most of this afternoon. Did give up the 1 walk to lead off the 4th inning. And now he's going to lead off the 5th inning with a walk as well. As the pitch is down and in, and Manos strides down to first. Patrick Wright, the designated hitter this afternoon. He has the lone hit for the Cardinals this afternoon. A grounder through the left side of the infield. Now he'll hit with 1 out and 1 on, or no out and 1 on.
Mark, did we talk about that home run, that Tennessee home run last night? The walk-off grand slam?
Yeah, that's what Joey was telling me about today. That was insane.
Pitch is up high. Manos had bluffed. Throw down by Hellberg, not in time, as Manos dives back safely, 1-0. 1-0 pitch, well outside. Easy take for right, and he's ahead, and they count 2-0.
Come on, Joey, here we go, kid. Come on, kid, here we go, settle in, here we go.
And now way outside again, 3-0. Trying to tempt right with that slider, but not getting it anywhere near the plate. Pretty easy take those last 2 times. And now in danger of back-to-back walks to start the inning. And that is called a strike on the inside edge. Wright was trying to sell it and head down to first, but
Come on, Joey, all the way back.
check the swing, but it's in for a called strike, and it's a full count. Bengals with a little bit of activity in their bullpen now. We're in the top of the 5th inning. No score. One team moves on one day, one team is done for 2021. Full count pitch, the runner is off, and this one hammered down the field to left, but it is going to hook well foul. He got a lot of that one, gave it a long ride, but it doesn't stay between the foul poles. It doesn't do you any good. Throw over and check on Manos again. He's back in plenty of time. Tyler Vogel, the pitcher, warming up for the Bengals. Another foul to the backstop by Wright. Longest at bat of the afternoon for a Coon Rapids batter. As Wright is fouled off, a couple of 2-strike pitches. It's the 8th pitch of the at bat right here. And this one will pop up, stay in play, and an easy catch for Hellberg behind the plate. Crowd number 1.
Way to go, Spencer!
Hey, way to battle back, Joey.
Second baseman, Lucas LeBlanc.
Bring up Lucas LeBrant. Solid sacrifice bunt his first time up. Now with 1 out and 1 on, probably not to ask to repeat that feat. Big hole on the right side of the infield with Dahlman holding Manos at first. Well outside, 1-0.
All right, deep breath, Ryan.
And another one. That's an easy take for LeBrand. He's ahead, and they count 2-0. After starting incredibly efficiently, Powers the last couple of innings, going a little deeper into counts, and Hellberg out to talk with him. He most likely a part of the factor. It is over 90 degrees. Fortunately, a breeze coming and blowing right to left across the field, but still a warm one. And most of the guys not really acclimated to mid-90s, as we haven't seen many of those days so far this spring. Another pitch missing outside. It's 3-0.
Hey, all the way back, Joe, all the way back.
Hellberg wants to talk to his pitcher again. And now it looks like trying to get him some water. He's doubled over, a little dehydrated. And it's handed to the trainer to deliver so that the coach, oh, now the coach is going out as well.
No, it is very good. I don't think he's doing all this stuff like he should be.
Looks like he's wanting to try and finish, at the very least, buying some more time for Vogel to get warmed up in the bullpen.
He was sitting behind the barrel with towels around his neck and on his head. But they were saying it was just his cool before with the yard. And Coach B was looking into it.
Looks like he will try to continue here in the fifth.
All right, here we go, Joey.
Behind in the count 3-0. So the batter already gave up a walk and then induced a pop-up from Patrick Wright for the first out after a long at bat, but now behind in the count, Lucas LeBrant, 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk, second walk of the inning.
You got it, Joey!
And the Cardinals have a man in scoring position with one out. Second time, or third straight inning they've been able to do that. And another visit to the mound. But this is an actual official trip to the mound, so still not having to remove Powers. Catcher Ricky Petrov. Fly ball to right field, first time up. An opportunity here with 2 on, only 1 out. First pitch, a fastball high, 1-0. Another fastball up as Helberg takes a look at LeBrant down at first.
Joey, bring it down!
Hey, right there, Joey, right there, kid. Be a strike this time.
Now Powers in a tough spot, having to come to a power hitter with a good pitch. Instead delivers high and now in danger of walking the bases full with only 1 out. And a scoreless game, top of the 5th inning. Season on the line. One team is done. The other will face Centennial on Monday afternoon. And will have to win 4 games in 2 days if they hope to advance and get out of the section and on to state tournament. Number 1 seed Andover, number 3 seed Forest Lake, the last remaining undefeated teams. Big hit by Petrov, will drop in front of Gillen. But with 1 out, Manos couldn't leave until he knew that the ball would fall. So 1 out single loads the bases with 1 out, and back to the top of the order, Ian Wynn. And now we're going to see, now we are going to see Powers removed, Vogel come in. We'll take a short break as he gets warmed up and be back with more of the 5th inning after this. You're watching 7-4A baseball action on CTN.
Tyler Vogel, number 6, now in the pitch for Blaine Bengals. Joey Powers now playing left field.
That's a 20 I owe you. I believe I owe you something.
Oh, really? Good. I know you owe me money.
I believe I did.
I guess I didn't really care.
Well, no, him. He said he didn't really care. So, is this,
Back at Anoka's Castle Field, top of the 5th inning, Tyler Vogel comes in with the bases loaded, only 1 out in the top of the Cardinal lineup. Coming to the plate, Ian Wynn 0 for 2 with a ground out and a pop out. Leads the team with a .333 batting average. He looks at a fastball high, 1-0. Off-speed pitch, called the strike, evens the count, 1-1. 2 walks and then the hit by Petrov have loaded the bases. Vogel trying to get the Bengals out of the jam and keep this game scoreless. That pitch on the outside, but it got Wynn to chase. It's 1-2. This one slashed into left field. It will fall in front of Powers, who has taken over out in left field. Everybody moves up, and the Cardinals are on the board first. Big base knock for the Cardinal captain. Gets them on the board here in the top of the 5th, and Jared Fearing will come up with the bases loaded. Fly out and a walk. And the Bengals bring in the infield in. Fastball misses high, 1-0. This one right back through the middle. Trotting home is LeBrant. Dominic Espinoza, the courtesy runner on for Petrov, stops at 3rd. Back-to-back RBI singles. And the Cardinals have a 2-0 lead. And a tough spot for Vogel to come into with the bases loaded and only 1 out. Facing the top of the order in a scoreless game, trying to keep it that way, but Coon Rapids back-to-back singles. Trying to put together a big inning. They forced starter Joey Powers out of the action. And now we're going to have another visit. It is added to a very long inning, and that's going to be it for Vogel. Just comes in for 2 batters, and now we'll give way to Austin Barnier. We'll take another break and be back to see if we can finish up the 5th inning from Castle Field after this. You're watching CTN's coverage of Section 7 4A baseball.
Hey, does this look familiar? The wheels starting to come off?
No, this isn't.
Not even close.
Not even close. I'll tell you when. Tell you when the bus wheels. When you get to Snowman.
Snowman plus 1?
Yeah, plus
You guys got a leak tire right now. the second inning, our wheels completely fell off. What did they get? 6 runs without an out?
Yeah.
But again, it was all great opposite field hitting, looking for the pitch away and going with it.
And the ones they hit on the ground, they hit more.
Yeah.
Goldie's getting 3 up the line. First one he knocked down, the other 2.
And Goldie smashed. That's the small short line.
He just hit it straight up the line.
Probably hits the
Come on, Austin, get us out.
Come on, Austin, here we go, kid.
Second pitching change of the inning for the Blaine Bengals here in the 5th. Now coming in, we have Austin Barnier. Just 5 pitches in the inning for Tyler Vogel. He gave up 2 hits and 2 runs that are charged to the starter, Powers. Sam Halverson, the first to have a look at Barnier. He's got the bases loaded. Still only 1 out. This one hit very well to left field. High, long run for Powers. He's not going to get it right into the corner. 1 run is going to score. Wynn is coming home. Fearing checks in at third. It's a 2-run double for Sam Halverson, and the Cardinals have a 4-0 lead. Halverson was scheduled to have his graduation party this afternoon. Had to postpone that till this evening. If the score holds, it will be a very happy celebration as he will have helped his team punch their ticket to the next round. The Centennial Cougars waiting for the winner. And now 2 runners in scoring position with still only 1 out for Mark Manders. Manders, a pair of strikeouts, both on called third strikes. Chance to break that string here. His first look at Austin Barnier. Clips the inside edge. It's 1-1. Fearing the runner at third, Halverson at second. Barnier kicks and fires. This one hit high down the right field line, will swing foul. And the count will go to 1-2. Pitch down low, 2-2.
Come on, Austin, here we go, kid. Here we go. Come on, Austin, let's go, kid. Here we go, here we go.
4 straight hits for the Cardinals. Pair of walks in the inning as well. They have 4 on the board. And that pitch from Barnier down and in makes it a full count. Fastball is down and in, ball 4. And Manders trots down to first to load him up again for the Cardinals. 9th hitter of the inning, Jack Vlacity. The starter for the Cardinals, staked to a 4-run lead. Now an opportunity to expand that even further. Vlacity, a couple of flyouts. Bengals are going to back up the middle infielders to double play depth. Corners still playing pretty tight, trying to cut down runs at the plate if they can. And try to keep from the damage getting any worse. Vlacity thought about going, holds off, takes a strike, 0-1. Swung on and missed, 0-2. Still only one out, bases loaded. 0-2 pitch from Barnier is down and in. Vlasidy able to hold off 1-2. Speed almost tempted him, but again, it dies down and in, 2-2. And Hellberg with about his umpteenth trip to the mound in this inning. It's the third pitcher of the inning for the Bengals. It started with the starter, Joey Powers, and obviously being affected by the heat. We had a short delay as they got him some water. He was not able to continue. They brought in Tyler Vogel. Vogel lasted 2 batters, gave up 2 hits. And now Barnier gave up the 2-run double to Halverson and a walk to Manders. And now a 2-2 count to Vlasidy and a called third strike for out number 2. That's a big, big strikeout. Tony O'Manos started the inning with a walk, scored the first run of the game. That one behind him. Fastball hit well, high to center field. Larson has time, gets under it, makes the catch. But the Cardinals score 4 runs on 4 hits. They left 3. They have a 4-0 lead as we go to the middle of the 5th inning on CTN.
It's not a snowman plus 1.
Back at Castle Field in Anoka, the Bengals with their work cut out for them now. After a 4-run 5th for the Cardinals, the Bengals need to answer. There, now it's 4-0 on our scoreboard as well. I was forgetting and neglecting that part of my responsibility up until just now. Spencer Hellberg, the catcher, leading off for the Bengals here in the 5th. Fouls off the first offering from Vlasidy. Now outside, 1-1.
Here goes Spence.
This one grounded to the left side. Fearing can't grab it. Manders a throw, not in time. And Hellberg with an infield single to start the 5th for the Bengals. Just the third hit of the afternoon for Blaine. Isaac Moyne, the courtesy runner at first. Ethan Larson is at the plate. Larson grounded out to second on the first pitch he saw back in the third inning. After Larson, back to the top of the order for the Bengals. Swung on and missed, a little late on the fastball.
Go Bengals!
And now outside, 1-1. That one bounces and gets away from Petrov, and over to second on the wild pitch is Spencer Helberg. And now Larson ahead, and they count 2-1, has a runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the fifth inning, Bengals trailing Coon Rapids 4-0. Winner will face Centennial on Monday afternoon, and the loser will pack it in for the season. Larson fouls it off over into the Cardinal bullpen. It's 2-2. And that one hit him, and a free base for Larson. So 2 on, nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Bengals trying to answer a 4-run top half for the Cardinals. And now we're going to see Matt Mossy come out, and we'll see if that could be the end for Vlasic. Going on short rest, and knowing that if they are able to win today and win a pair on Monday, if they take him out now, they might have him back on Tuesday when they would be in the championship round and need back-to-back wins over the final undefeated team. That will be either number 1, Andover, or number 3, Forest Lake. Those two teams take the field after this contest this afternoon. They're going to lead Vlasic in. But a huge benefit for one of those two teams that will get those first 3 wins undefeated and get to Tuesday's round having to just win 1 and not get beat twice. Top of the order here, Brendan O'Brien, a single last time up. Now he's got 2 on and nobody out, and a pitch up high, 1-0. O'Brien late on the fastball, 1-1. This one hit into short left, and that will load up the bases with nobody out as the Bengals trying to rally after giving up 4 in the top half of the inning. And now a chance for their leading hitter, one of their leading hitters, Adam Pooter, to give him a boost. Oh, I'm sorry, that's...
Now you're ready. All right, Adam, wasn't yours. Go Bengals, everybody.
Pooter behind in the count 0-1. And make it 0-2 as he chases the high heat. Vlasidy trying to battle back. Couple of singles and a hit batter in the inning. Bengals able to load the bases with nobody out. And it goes even higher up the ladder, and Pooter chased it out of his shoes. And that's a big first out for Vlasidy and the Cardinals. Now Joey Powers, who is out in left field now. He's charged with 3 of the 4 runs as he left with the bases loaded. Fastball blown right past him, 1-1. Outside.
Come on, 9.
So fouled and out of play. 2-2 count now to Powers. Powers a ground out and a strikeout.
Here we go, Bengals.
And there is a swinging third strike. So back-to-back strikeouts for Vlasidy. After the Bengals loaded the bases to start the inning. Now it comes down to Ben Walraff. Walraff with a walk his last time at the plate. One misses high, 1-0. Comes back with a called strike, inside edge at the knees, 1-1. Got out in front of the curveball and grounds it foul, 1-2. And now Walraff wants time. Walraff got a piece of that in on the hands, but keeps himself alive at 1-2. Slow roller, Demanders it short, Scoops throws on the run, it's there in time. And after loading the bases with nobody out, a pair of strikeouts and a ground out for Jack Vlasidy, working himself out of a jam and keeping his team to a 4-0 lead as we head to the 6th. You're watching CTN's coverage of the Section 7 4A baseball tournament.
Sit down here now. Actually, I don't know. It might come back.
We start the sixth inning at Castle Field. Coon Rapids on top by a 4-0 score. They rallied for all 4 runs in the top of the 5th inning. And then Vlacity able to get out of a jam after Bengals loaded the bases with nobody out in the bottom half of that. They left them stranded. Patrick Wright leading off for the Cardinals. High fly, will it stay in play? Over for a look and not able to make the catch just in front of the dugout was Parker Dahlman.
Look at that, bro.
Austin Barnier, his 2nd inning in relief. He was the 3rd pitcher of the inning in the 5th for the Bengals.
Dude, okay, look at the difference. There's fluid all over.
That one down low, easy take, 2-1.
Yeah, why do I have this in this?
Did that hurt?
And now 3-1. This one hit well to right, long run, and not able to get there is Beckman, and a leadoff single for Patrick Wright. And we're going to see Logan Ness come in as the courtesy runner.
Logan Ness pinch running for Patrick Wright at first
Or the
base.
pinch runner, I should say. And now Lucas LeBrant will come to the plate. Walked and scored his last time up. Also had a sacrifice, so 0 for 0. Cardinals try to add to their lead here in the top of the 6th inning. Shows bunt, drops down another beauty. Fielded by Barnier, the throw in time. 2 perfect sacrifices for Lucas LeBrant. He's made a couple of nice plays in the field as well. And that moves Ness into scoring position and gets Ricky Petrov to the plate. Ricky with a single last time, his courtesy runner. Then one of the 4 runs for Coon Rapids in that 5th inning. Good looking off-speed pitch, drops in for a strike, 0-1. Reaches out for that one, slow roller on the right side. O'Brien fields, throws to Dahlman for out number 2. Ness over to 3rd on the play. And now the Cardinals back to the top of the order. Ian Wynn, 1 for 3. Had an RBI single and scored in that 4-run 5th. With 2 away now, he's got another run just 90 feet away. Oh, and they're going to intentionally walk him. And now that puts the freshman Jared Fearing in a spot. He also singled and drove in a run in that 4th, in that 4th inning. Here's a chance for the freshman to put some fear into the Bengals and teach them not to walk to get to him. And Wynn will scamper over to second base on the first pitch. Knew that was going to happen. The pitch was low and it was bobbled a little bit by Helberg. But even if he had fielded it cleanly, I don't know that he would have thrown down. 1-0 the count to Fearing. And this one grounded right back to Barnier. Easy play to get over to first for the out. Cardinals put together a threat, but leave a couple stranded in scoring position. They lead 4-0 in the middle of the 6th on CTN.
first for the Blaine Bengals in the bottom of the 6th inning. The right fielder, Joe Beckman.
Back at Castle Field in Anoka, bottom half of the 6th inning. 4th seeded Bengals facing elimination, trailing the 7th seeded Cardinals by a 4-0 score. Jack Vlacity able to work out of a serious jam in the 5th. Bengals loaded the bases with nobody out. He came back with a couple of strikeouts and then a nice play by the shortstop Mark Manders on the ground ball, able to hustle a throw over and retire Ben Walraff and leave the Bengals bases loaded. Great looking pitch right there. Froze Beckman, gets the called strike, and it's 1-2. This one grounded but foul. Hit well, but just foul in front of third base. Vlacity really had a mastery over the Bengals earlier in the season. Had a fantastic outing, ended up losing the game 2-0. They pitched the complete game, and both runs were unearned. And so far, 5 scoreless innings here in the section tournament. Winner will face number 2 Centennial on Monday afternoon. To successfully claim a section championship, the winner of today's game would have to win 4 straight contests, 2 on Monday and 2 on Tuesday. Pitch was high. It's a 2-2 count now to Joe Beckman. Right fielder with a walk and a sacrifice so far this afternoon, and now a strikeout as he can't catch up with the fastball. That is strikeout number 9 of the game for Vlacity. Sorry, strikeout number 8. Gavin Gillen has 2 of them. One swinging, one looking. He strides in with nobody on and 1 out. First pitch hits softly into short center. A long way for Wynn to run. It hung up there in the wind and carried a ways, but Wynn able to stay with it and track it down for out number 2. And now Parker Dahlman. Dahlman a strikeout and a ground out. Down and away, 1-0. Great looking curveball, and Dahlman wanted no piece of that. It's 1-1. Fouled off on a play. 1-2. This one hit right at Manders, had to wait on it and then double clutched a little bit, and the throw is not in time. Had to wait back on the in-between hop, and then a little bit of a double clutch allows Dahlman to reach with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Elliot Bush is the pinch runner at first. And up bring up the catcher, Spencer Helberg. Fastball up and in, 1-0. Nice look at curveball, but it does not get called. It's 2-0. He's had that bender dancing all afternoon. He's gotten a lot of them for called strikes. This one, not so much. Fastball, and Helberg got a piece, but it's squeezed by Petrov. It's 2-1. Helberg had to duck away as that one is headed towards his ear hole. 3-1. Fastball hit high to center field. Waiting on it is Wynn. He's there for the catch. Out number 3, we go to the 7th. Coon Rapids 4, Blaine 0. You're watching Section 7 4A baseball on CTN.
Pitching for the Bengals. Leading off for the Cardinals in the top of the 7th inning, the left fielder, Sam Helverson.
Back at Castle Field in Anoka, it's the 7th inning of the Section 7 4A tournament. Elimination game, the Blaine Bengals, the number 4 seed. Lost a tough one to Andover on Thursday. The top-seeded Huskies beat them by 1 in the bottom of the 7th, and now here they are trailing the 7th-seeded Cardinals by a 4-0 score. Sam Halverson with a high fly to right center, and making the catch is Ethan Larson for out number 1. That'll bring up the shortstop, Mark Manders. Couple of strikeouts and a walk. Fastball misses high and outside. 1-0. Another fastball. This one swung on and missed. 1-1. Waits on the changeup. Nice play by the shortstop, Ben Walraff, grabbing it on a line for out number 2. Walraff got a good break off the bat. Able to stretch out and make the grab for out number 2. And now Jack Blasity is 0 for 3 this afternoon. Looks at a fastball for a strike, going 1. Eric Charest is the pitcher, if I did not mention that at the top of the inning. 4th pitcher of the afternoon for Blaine. Misses wide, 2-1. And now a fastball inside, it's 3-1. Oh, I guess that was called a strike, and so it was 2-2. Now 3-2 as that pitch is in the dirt. Big bend on that. It found the zone. It froze Vlacity. Big strikeout for Charest. He gets the Cardinals 1-2-3 in the 7th. Bengals need 4 at least in their home half. That's coming up next on CTN.
Zach White for the 14, now on the hill for the Coon Rapids Cardinals.
So it all comes down to this. Bottom of the 7th inning here at Castle Field in Anoka. Blaine Bengals trailing the Cardinals of Coon Rapids by a 4-0 score. They have 3 outs to get it done. Winner will face Centennial on Monday afternoon and continue their quest of a section championship. The losing team will wrap it up for the season. Zach White will come in and try and close it out for the Cardinals. A great performance by Jack Vlacity. Got himself out of a huge jam after loading the bases with nobody out in the 5th. But now the Cardinal bullpen must be relied on to finish it off. It's Ethan Larson, the center fielder, then back to the top of the order for the Bengals. This one hit over the head of Fearing, and unable to make the grab in left is Sam Alverson. He got there, he got a glove on it, but he was not able to bring it in, and the leadoff man on base.
Second baseman, Blaine.
First error of the ball game, second error of the ball game for the Cardinals, both coming in the last 2 innings. I'm being overruled. I'm being told that's a hit. Fielder gets the whole web of the glove around the baseball. I typically consider that an error, but majority rules, and I'll give him a hit. One just misses, 1-1. O'Brien is 2 for 3, has a couple of hits his last time up after striking out back in the first. This one skied in the infield. Manders calls off and will make the catch just into the outfield grass for the first out. And now Adam Pooter, 1 for 3.
He's coming after work.
Down and away. Easy take for Pooter. It's 1-0.
Drop one off down Conway.
Oh, yeah, we
Good looking curveball freezes Pooter and evens the count, 1-1.
yeah.
This one grounded left side. Fearing will look at second and go to first. Powell came off the bag, but able to slap the tag on Pooter going by for out number 2. Larson moves to second on the play, but now the Bengals down to their final out. Joey Powers was the starter for the Bengals. He's on the hook for the loss right now. 0 for 3 at the plate with a pair of strikeouts. And he needs to start a rally if his team hopes to stay alive. And there's that curveball to start him out, 0-1. Stays with it, but that one just high, 1-1. Fastball might have been a little high. Powers got a piece of it. And now Blaine down to its final strike. Cardinal crowd coming alive, knowing their team on the verge of back-to-back upsets that will get them into Monday's consolation semifinal. Tried to tempt him with something down and away. Powers wisely lays off. It's 2-2. Missed high, and Powers not buying this time. Gets it to a full count. Ben Walraff on deck, just hoping for an opportunity to help his team. Full count with 1 out, or 2 out, 1 on. And that is ball 4, and Powers is on base. And the Bengals' hopes continue. Walraff with a couple of groundouts and a walk. 2 on and 2 out. Talk a little strategy before he digs into the box. Jacob Powell, the first baseman, was out to chat with the pitcher Zach White between batters as well. Fastball misses high. 1-0. If Walriff can reach, Joe Beckman on deck represents the tying run. That one is in, evens the count, 1-1. Little half swing back toward the mound. Charging is Manders. He kind of booted it a little bit. And the bases are loaded. And that's going to be an infield single to load him up. And Beckman, a walk, a sacrifice, and a strikeout, will dig in, representing the tying run here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Inning started with a single, then a couple of outs, then a walk and a hit with 2 outs to load him up and get the tying run to the plate. Beckman will back away from the pitch, but it's called the strike on the inside edge, 0-1. Outside, 1-1. Intensity ramping up here in the bottom of the 7th inning as the Cardinals trying to hold on, but the Bengals with tying run at the plate, and now White wants a different ball. Bases loaded with 2 outs. Beckman trying to keep a rally going, keep his season alive. The 1-1 pitch from White. Reaches out and skies this one in foul territory. And Petrov lost it in the sun. So Beckman will get another chance. Couple of times Coon Rapids has been ready to close this one out and unable to do so. Beckman with new life at the plate as the bases loaded, 2 outs. Down to the final strike. Zach White trying to send his team to the next round, and he does with a called strike. Beckman argues it, but not going to win that argument. The Cardinals are going to advance with a 4-0 shutout. Fantastic performance again from Jack Blassity, but the Cardinals will have to get the rest of their bullpen going if they hope to make it past Monday or Tuesday. They'll face the Centennial Cougars back here at Castle Field on Monday afternoon at 4:30. And over in Forest Lake, the last 2 undefeated teams in the double elimination tournament play later this afternoon. And the loser of that game will play the winner of Centennial and Coon Rapids in the nightcap on Monday for a chance to get back against that last undefeated team in the championship round on Tuesday. But Coon Rapids able to defy all odds. They put 4 runs across in the 5th inning, and that's all it took. They win 4-0 and move on to Monday's consolation semifinal. Has been a pleasure bringing you this contest. We want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including the one and only Aaron Miles on the camera, I'm Joe Young saying goodnight.